Hello gamers, Pet here, welcome to another video. I haven't done one in some time, I've been busy with other stuff, but I'm trying to get back into the, into this fun thing of doing videos and sharing my experiences, because this was the main idea all along, like me sharing my experiences with other people, games I'm playing. This was mostly the idea, sharing the games that I'm playing with other people, but now maybe I'm going to share some other things like I'm going to do in this video. I've done one last year where I'm going to talk about the vinyls that I got, in the year that just passed. So right now it's 31 January 2019, and I'm going to talk about the vinyls that I bought in 2018. Yeah, this one is it's Floex. It's Samorost 3 soundtrack. Some of you might know that I like this guy and how he's making the music. The one of the first vinyls, the vinyls actually triggered me buying a pickup and started collecting vinyls was the soundtrack from Machinarium, which I love. And this vinyls was actually on sale. It was something like 60% off or 40% off, something like that, because they wanted to clear up the storage room. I was like, okay, this is a really good deal for a double vinyl, right? It opens up, it looks fabulous. The vinyls themselves are on some kind of green, and not only that, but it also comes out with those prints. There are a couple of really nice looking prints. So yeah, I was like, the overall price was something like 20, a maximum of $25, shipping included. So yeah, it was a pretty good deal. Now, another vinyl, which to be honest, I only listened to it once. It was mostly to support. I bought it to support the artist basically. It's Andy Fox. If you saw the video from last year, you also know that I bought his first album. This is the second album. It's called Andy Fox Ritmo. It's kind of this Italo disco from 80s 90s, and I like this style. This album is still pretty good, but I like the older one better. But also, to be fair, I haven't gave it too much of a shot. It was also $20 including shipping, and I was like, yeah, for this price I'm going to support Andy, because Andy is he's a cool guy. Let me see, how should I put the vinyls, because the the next vinyl, well, the Samorost soundtrack was bought in January. Then Andy Fox was bought in April. Well, I actually bought it way before, but I only picked it up in April. And then those vinyls, the next one came out in May, so I had a pretty long way of not buying anything. This is Jaco Gardner, Cabinet of Curiosities. And I actually recommend you this album badly. And Jaco in general, he just released a new album, but it's a little bit different, and I haven't bought that one. And I also don't really plan on buying it, because the new one is way too atmospheric, but this one has some really good songs. I do recommend Clear the Air, Watching the Moon, and Cabinet of Curiosities. This is the back of the album. It's nothing special, it's just like a black vinyl, but whatever. The album itself is great and the music is great, so that's what is mostly important, right? And I only bought this one, which came with you will see a little bit later with what it came, but after some time, I decided to buy Jaco's second album, which I don't know how to pronounce. It's Hippophobia or something like that. This one is also a really good album, and I recommend you the song Find Yourself. And I was like, I bought this album in together with another album, which is why I was like, yeah, since I'm going to pay on shipping anyway, let's buy another album that I like. And I think those one of those two albums came out with the main idea with the whole thing, and this is the interesting. Oh yeah, I remember. Jaco's album came up with this one. I will get with this one soon, but you know that my current favorite artist is Mark DeMarco. And I found about Mac in 2014, but I haven't really gave him a proper listen only about 2 years ago, right? And I bought all his albums. I even bought the demo albums, some of them, and you will see, because a lot of the demo albums came out last year. And this is one of his demo albums. It's from his last album, This Old Dog. This is the back of it, and this album actually only got released during the record store day, right? And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going. I saw that the albums themselves came out online on a couple of those online shops where I'm buying vinyls from. But when the record store day came out, those albums immediately went out of stock, right? You can't order them online, and you can only buy them if you go physically on the record store, right? I was like, fuck. What am I going to do? And there are two albums that came out. This one, which is with the demo songs from, as I've said, This Old Dog. But what's here can be an album by itself, even that it's a little bit simplistic. And this mini vinyl, which is Mark DeMarco and Shamir, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but the song from Mark DeMarco, it's called Indian Summer, and it's a really, really good song. Sorry. And the reason why I actually, you know how I got them. Another website from UK that I'm checking out is called Rough Trade, something like that. And sorry, I still have like this kind of cold, and I'm only coughing right now occasionally. And of course, now I'm recording the cat one sound, and I'm starting to cough up. And they also had those albums out of stock, and I decided to email the guys, because sometimes you really find out a lot of stuff when you email people, right? And I was like, hey guys, I really want to buy those two albums, but they are not on stock on you. Do you by any chance are going to get some copies? And the guy from there, I think his name was Yon or something like that, something with J, with a J. And he was like, well, I found you an only copy of this. Do you want me to hold it for you? I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, hold it for me. And then a couple of hours later, hey, I also found this one for you. Do you want me to hold it for you? I was like, yes, please. And I had to buy some vouchers, and then he sent them over, and that's how I actually got it. I was like really, really lucky to get those, because it's been sold out since then. Probably I could maybe found those on some other websites. Like the stock wasn't that limited, but they went out fast on the places I checked them out. One thing, another album that actually got sold out during the record store day a couple of years ago, I believe this is from 2016, when I wasn't collecting vinyls, right? And I wasn't a huge fan of Mac DeMarco, was the demo albums from what the hell? From another one, right? And this is another demo one. This is the back of it. And I was like, yeah, it's also red. Yeah, whatever. It's the vinyl itself is red, and I looked for it. It's out of stock, and I was like, I'm going. I want to have this. I want to have everything Mark DeMarco has. Not because I'm a fanboy, but I like his music, and I like the demo albums themselves. Right? I could actually. I'm putting them on the vinyl, and I'm playing them. So that's great. And I find the vinyl on Discog from a seller from Germany, and the vinyl itself was a bit pricey. I mean, something like 25, almost 30 euros. I believe I paid 30 euros for this plus shipping, which is the reason why I decided to buy the Yako's album also. So they go together. And I remember emailing those guys. Are you sure this is the demo version one? He's yes. I think I emailed him again when I made the order. Please make sure this is the demo one, and it is the demo one. It does have a white spot that skips, like when the vinyl got pressed, but it's okay because it's at the end of the vinyl itself. It's also only on one side, so it's not a huge problem. Now, another artist that some of you might know that I love, I'm really into this new retro wave type of music, and it's a little bit beat up, but it came out from the States after all. Mad Descent is the publisher. They announced that they are going to repress Mitch Interceptor, and if you are a fan of this new retro wave scene, you know that this baby has been sold out for years. It's been selling out from on Discogs for more than 50 euros, I believe. I was like, I have to have this. It's a really good album. It's on two-sided. The downside is that it's like this, so all the two-sideds are inside. The package could have been great but whatever. And it also comes out with a flexi disc, which they are inside. Should I get them out or not? And because I was like, when they announced it, I called my friend Joe and I was like, Joe, it's going to be released. We need to buy this. And I literally made the purchase 5 minutes into when it went up, and it was the first purchases are also going to receive a flexi disc with the single called Breeze, which is this one. The Breeze it's a pretty good single. I like the song itself. So I got it. The downside is that I placed an order with 2 copies of Mitch Modern Interceptor, one for me, one for Jero, with the idea that we are both going to get Breeze, but we didn't. Only, well, Georgia was a good guy and he told me, you keep the Breeze. And I was like, okay, thanks. I'm going to email them. And the story gets a little bit... and I was like, guys, do you have Breeze? Because I ordered 2, one for my friend. I was like, yeah, sure, we will send again. And you know what they did? They sent another Mitch Murder Interceptor. And now Georgia has 2 Mitch Murders Interceptors. I was like, yeah, okay, I guess. You know, Georgia, I have a good news and a bad news. The bad news is that you didn't got a Breeze. The good news is that you got another Interceptor. So, yeah, anyway. So, what was also nice is that this release, I'm trying to put this into the... The good thing is that... come on. I'm not going to get the next one out. That's for sure. This release of Mitch Modern Interceptor came out with this single, Lit. So, yeah, basically we have 2 flexi discs, which is a nice thing to have, you know, for the collection. And Breeze itself, it's a really good single, so I'm happy for that. At one point, I would really like to put music on vinyl when I'm going to a club, so people dance to my music. I don't know, I kind of have this idea now. Okay, so now we are moving into July, and the guys from Electronic Purification Records, EPR, they decided to make a sale, 40% off everything on their website. I was like, fuck. So I basically bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vinyls. The total was something like 120 euros. So yeah, let's go through them. I bought this baby. It's a 7-inch, 2 songs. The price was really good because, you know, it was also discounted. It also looks like this, which is really cool. But it also has a really awesome single. It's called Pressure, this one. Georgia also, when Georgia made the purchase from them, I told them get this because this one is good, and he got it because he's going to play it into clubs. It's a really good song for parties. So yeah, this little dude. Then we are going to move into. Trust me, I was like really thinking if I should buy stuff or if I should not buy stuff, but what stuff to buy because they look so awesome, they look so cool, and I was like, yeah, okay, this vinyl is for sure. And I bought Night Stop Dancing Killer. It's a pretty cool album. This is how I'm going to describe all the albums. They are pretty cool because I don't know what words to use when I'm describing music. I also haven't listened to the album itself in some months. It also is this version, looks really cool. The song that I wrote that I'm recommending, it's Back Alley Business. It has some saxophone there and it's very enjoyable, very good for dancing and stuff. So yeah, try out this vinyl. Then I got Heboid UFOs over Berlin. Now this one is a little bit weird because it has like no packaging itself. Everything is black, exactly like this. It was also, the vinyl itself was 18 euros, but because of the discount I paid like 10 euros or something like that. And I listened to the music, I like it. I was like, okay, sure, let's put it on the list. Then I got Electric Dragon I like the drums. I like how the vibe that this album is giving. But I gave it to a friend and he was like, yeah, he doesn't like it because of the drum programming. It's bad. I was like, it's good that I don't know that much about music, because for me it's nice. So I also wanted to buy this album from more than 1 year, but I didn't, because I was like, yeah, because of the shipping and other stuff, it's not really worth to buy it. It is not a release from EPR. It's by Europa Records. But since EPR had this album itself, was also like, okay, now I'm going to buy it. Another album that's not a release by EPR, I believe, it's Night Runner Thunderbird. Uh, I've listened to the first album from Night Runner. I believe they are from Mexico. And they have a good song there, but I wasn't really a big fan of that first album. But this one is a little bit better, and I recommend you the song Cold Waves. Cold Waves, sorry. I got this version, also looks nice. They also have this really synthy vibe. I'm not sure how to describe it. I should actually prepare better when I'm making this type of videos, but I believe that music should be listened and not talk. Even that I'm having Spotify running in the background, but you know, if I'm talking over music, I guess maybe it's not. It's fair use. It should be fair use. Night Runner. So the song that I'm talking about, bad. You should really Spotify is behaving strange. It's not really giving me okay. Whatever. So this is the song Cold Waves. Starts really good like this. So I think this was enough to trigger YouTube's automatic, triggers. Yeah, I guess it should be fine. Like talking about, I also put up a song behind where I talk about the album. I think. Then I also got this one. This one was a hard sell. It's called Highway Superstar. It's an album from 2013. I've listened to it so many times. They have like 2 songs with Dana Jean Phoenix, which I learned last year that I don't. The reason why I don't like some of the albums that is because of her. I don't like the vibe that she's giving out. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't want to sound like a hater or anything, but this is how the cover looks. The logo, their logo is really cool. And I got the album itself came out in a couple of different splatters, and I got the coolest one. But first, let me put a song from that album that I like. The songs that I like from this album after a lot of listens is Dial Tones and Boardwalk Sunset. So let's try it out with Dial Tones. It's the song number 6. So look how it looks. The lighting doesn't do justice because it's not that lit in my room, but and with this song and the other songs are also pretty okay. It's nothing spectacular like whoa, what a song, but I like especially when I'm playing vinyls, I like the music to be good overall, even that some songs don't stand out. And the album itself works really well when you are working because it doesn't distract me. So that's one of the most important selling points for me. And this is the second song, Boardwalk Sunset, that I told you about. So as you can hear, it has some saxophone over there. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Music is very subjective anyway, so some of you might be, what is with this shit? Some of you might enjoy it. But I think what's important is to be open, because that's how you find out about new music and how your personality is going to improve, and when you are open to new things. And this album is only a one side vinyl, but the album itself opens up. It's a gatefold. Like, why couldn't others do it like this? And now the next album it's Volcor X. I've been listening to this album a lot and I like it, but I also wanted to buy it back in 2017. It's also released by Europa Records. So yeah, looks like this. It's on orange. It's the orange edition. It has this. How to put it? The song that I wrote down that I like is called Beacon. I totally forgot about the song. Okay, now I remember it. He has this feeling of an overlord power. That's the vibe that he's going on. And I like the feeling that it gives. It's a 6-minute song, so. First song is Prelude to War. Second song is Masked Death. So yeah, I kind of liked Volcor, so I have no regrets on buying, especially since it was a sale. The vinyl itself looks good, and the music is also good. I know that, you know, some people are like, yeah, I don't care how the vinyls look. Yeah, of course, the music is what's most important, but it's pretty cool when you have stuff with nice packaging and stuff, right? So now we go back to Mac DeMarco. Mac DeMarco is not with captured tracks anymore, and probably that's why they decided to release the demos from 2 and the demos from Salad Days. This one is green, this one is on white, and they have been sold out for a long time. Look, the second cat is coming. And also instant purchases. And I really like to listen to demo songs. And songs in general I like that because they are more raw. They're unrefined. And I like to see how the song was maybe conceived beforehand, right? Before it was polished. It has a different kind of vibe. The song quality is lower and so on, but whatever. Another album that I got was Molly Birch new album. It's called First Flower. The album itself is on the red edition. I haven't listened to the song too much. It's decent. I also found out about Molly Birch last year. She's on Captured Tracks, and when I was watching the label's website, because Mac was there, I was like, "Who's this pretty lady?" I mean, the other cover, she's pretty here, but the other cover was prettier. I was like, okay, let's buy her because I like the style that she's on. This album is a little bit more bland. Like it goes, it's okay, but somehow it doesn't strike out too much different. I also haven't gave it too much of a listen, maybe about 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I know. It was also pretty cheap. It came from US. and the whole price with shipping including was something like 20 euros, 25 euros at max. I was like, okay for that. Even that she only released one single and I only listened to one single before I decided to buy it. I was like, yeah, okay. Some people risk it. I risked it before, but no regrets, to be honest. And then Mitch Murder announced that he's going to release a new EP called Hardwire. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I really want to get this. And it's the purple edition, and it's pretty awesome. The song The Raid, the third song, is really, really good. And actually, let's actually put it. Mitch Murder. And it was also a long shot because the vinyl, the album itself wasn't released, right? So we ordered it without listening to the album. He only released a couple of previews, and it has a different vibe that what Mitch Murder usually goes for. It's much more cyberpunkish. And this is the good part of this song, and you will see what I mean soon. Soon, real soon. I'm trying to talk over the song so it doesn't flag anything, but it probably is going to flag stuff now. Then he also had Hardwire. So see a little bit of it's a different style, but it's pretty good. And then and then the less vinyl. This video is going to be shorter than the old one because I bought less vinyls. This one, Earth, the Bee's Main Honey in the Lion Skull. It's an album that I have on CD, which I bought in 2008 when I was in college. I was like, yeah, Earth is pretty great as a band. This album is awesome. It's kind of like drone. How do you describe it? Earth. And the song, it's very low tempo. Yeah. Very, very low tempo. I actually have a review that I made in 2008 on Amazon on the CD that I bought. I don't want to go there to read that one, but I remember describing the album like you are in the desert and you have no more water. Something like that. I don't know. And they announced that they are going to release the album on vinyl, and I was like, yes, I'm going to buy it. Look how this fucking awesome artwork. This is one of the reasons why I like vinyls, because the album cover, the album artwork really looks great. This is the gatefold. This is the main guy. So yeah, no regrets on buying this. So this is it. The albums that I bought are how many? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19. Yeah, 19. Let's see what this new year is going to bring out. I have a couple of vinyls on that I still want to buy from my favorite artists from last year. One is Litku Klemetti. She's from Finland, and I'm going to order vinyls from Finland at one point. Then I also found out about Snail Mail, and she has an EP and her first album. And I also have what else is on my wishlist on hhv.de. Wishlist. I found out about hers. I have to listen to them a little bit more to see if I'm going to buy them or not. But yeah, DeMarco also released another 7-inch with a single from from Horimi Hosono. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. On one part is his version, on the other part is the original song, and that's 13 euros. It's a bit heavy, it's expensive for a 7-inch, but I plan to buy that if it's not going to go out of stock. Then it's Snail Mail, and I'm kind of thinking about Shaggy Otis, Freedom Fight, which is an album from 1971, and another album that I'm thinking on buying. One of my favorite bands. It used to be the most top favorite band. It's Pixies. Pixies just released it's Common Pilgrim. It's Surfer Rosa gold vinyl. It's 40 euros. It's pretty expensive, but it has the AP Common Pilgrim and the first album. It's Surfer Rosa on gold vinyl. It's looking pretty good by itself, and it's on 3 vinyls, right? And it also has some live songs which I like. So yeah, this is it. Thanks guys for watching. If you found out cool music that you want to share, write in the comments. I'm always looking to find new music. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.